Okay, we got this motor all cleaned up now. So this is what all the parts look like after we get them all clean. All the hardware, everything. Here's what those lifters look like after they're all cleaned up. See the all the metal went through them. There's your lifter, or your rockers here. See how they're all working. All your push rod covers are all painted and scratched to hell. They look like crap, like most everything else. You got chrome head bolts though. So, get the clutch all out. This is what that plate looks like after we cleaned it. So, definitely used. After we clean all the oil off, you see in there, it looks brand new down in there. Don't see any real wear. You already know it had a heavy offset built into it from the clutch basket being out of whack. The lifter blocks are worn a little bit to match the lifters. Brand new chain shoe. There's those rods with the scraping in them. So they're all torn up. Pump cleaned up fairly well after I got all the crap out of there. It was all full of it inside the breather valve here. Maybe the oil pump looks like. Get a little worn in there. That looks better without the light. You can see better. See all the gouging in the pump. So all that metal does not help it any. So these cans look like they've all been buffed on or polished on or something. So I'm thinking they've been emery papered quite a bit. That's what they look like to me. So they're probably all rusted or something. You can kind of see the wear marks in the shadow there. So I don't think too much of the can either. So the flywheels look alright. Definitely to be rebalanced. Yeah, the main shaft is all rust marks in there and then some bad spots. So short-lived if we use it. Typical. Cases look alright. Don't see any breaks in there. You can definitely see how it took a heavy gouge in there though. Didn't crack it though. A lot of these holes are stripped out along in here, especially on the cam cover side. Do have some breaks right here. That's from having crap inside the hole. When you tighten the bolt up, it blows it out. This one's all jacked up here. So we'll have to weld this one up here and repunch that hole. The rest of it doesn't look too bad. Probably didn't split the bottom of the case out. So, figure out if we want to weld these plugs up. See, this has been helicoiled here, so that has to be welded. Because a helicoil will never seal oil. It'll always leak along the outside edge of it. So you cannot helicoil these holes. So that's got to be welded and plugged. The bearings all fell out when I blew it out, so the bearing was wasted. So this here, definitely got some issues there. See how this bearing cage is all hot? That's probably because misalignment. The shaft was eating on it so much it turned it cherry red there. So we got a nice JB weld here on the back side here. So I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that right behind there. The corner's broken out like we already knew. Trap door doesn't match, which is expected. We already know the bore job in here is not really honed after they bored it, so it's junk. Here's what the heads look like after we clean all the puke off of them. Got a pretty good lip in there, see. pretty deep. Cam cover does look pretty nice. Bushings are good. Pinion bushing there is a little scarred up, so I have to look at that, but the other ones are good. So basically it needs a full overhaul for being a brand new motor. You wouldn't think you have to do that. So we got to figure out how much this we're going to do. We're going to sell this bike, so do we fix this stuff correctly? Or do I throw it back together like it was? Pile of crap. So shoot me some comments. What do you guys want? And do I keep the chrome covers on here, or do I put some cut up racing stuff where I cut all this shit off and make them look like a race bike? And put some polish covers on it, or black it all out, or whatever. I'm open for suggestions. We're going to put in that rigid frame that's in one of the previous videos. So figure out what you want. Let me know. We're going to build it, so I'm into fixing it correctly, so I'll probably wind up doing that. But whatever. Send me some comments. Here we are for now.